Hi everyone, welcome back. We're talking about the SBS again, and we're going to do the magazine capacity modification, much like we did on the AKM, the MP7 and the MWS. This magazine's really cold because I've just tried to empty it. Let's get rid of any residual gas. Just blowing the gas there. And this is very, very simple. All you'll need to do this is a couple of basic tools. So first of all, I'm going to remove the BB loading portion of the magazine. So to do that, we're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. Let's see if we've got one here. There we go. Wrong size. That will have to do. So we've got one screw just here. And then we've got another screw just at the bottom here. So we can remove them two screws, very simple. And then we basically just, this will sit like that. And you basically just pull this forward, like so. Very, very cool design. I do like it. You'll see how cold this is because I've just dumped all the gas out of it, so it's frosting up here. And then all we're going to do is we're going to punch these two pins out. And to do that, we just need to tap it with something. So let me just get a hammer. Okie dokie. So we're going to need a pin punch. The 3mm suffice. We might have to go with a 2.5. I'm going to raise this up slightly. So the way you look at the magazine, if you think about it this way, the side that the screws are up, that's the side you want to punch through, because on the other side they're knurled. You can pull the two pins out, and then we can pull the tube. And no matter how many of these videos I do, people always like to moan and say, well, you know, doing this mod creates so many problems. Guys, it doesn't. I've been using this mod on MP7s, MWSs and the AKMs. This is only a feature, as far as I'm aware, that's on Marui gas blowback stuff. So if you've got a VFC, if you've got a KWA, don't come into the comments and ask me if you can do it on that, because you probably can't. They use a different style of system. So I've already marked this up here, so it's about there. And we need our little doodad. So you can get these, they're pipe cutters, you can get them from Amazon, all kinds of places. And we just place this in. You don't even need to remove the inlet valve because the cutter won't go far enough in to damage it. But if you're unsure, you can remove it if it makes you feel better. So I'm going to go to about there. And then give it a turn, tighten it up, give it a turn, tighten it up. And you just keep rinse and repeat. So just tighten it up, do one full revolution. You don't have to tighten it up much. To be honest, the less increment of, tighten it up, the less that you do per revolution, the tighter and cleaner of a cut you're going to get on the tube. And you can see it pretty much nailed it there. We'll remove the valve just so we can clean it up there. Now, if you've done that like I've just showed you, that's perfectly fine. That's all that you will need to do. There is nothing else that you'll need to do, because with the pipe cutters, they don't give you, and yes, I have done videos before where I've cut it and filed it maybe on a lathe or whatever like that. This is the cleanest method, and it doesn't produce any swarf or anything like that. It will, however, if you use like a deburring tool like this. Now, this pipe cutter I bought on Amazon. If you look for one that looks the same on the pictures on Amazon, it's a Liberaton one. It actually came with the deburrer, and basically what we do with this, we just run it round, and it just takes that sharp edge off that's created by the cutter, blow it through, and you're perfectly good to go. We could put our valve back in. Just quickly tighten this in here. And it's as simple as that. It doesn't take long to do. Some of them take a little bit longer than others. The MWS is quite unique where you don't have to split the gas chamber because it's like a separate tube that's like screwed in. But I do have guides for the MWS, I have guides for the AKM, and I have guides for the TM MP7 as well. So I'm just looking for one of my grease pens here. There's probably one on the bench and I just can't see it. Where are you? Never mind. There is quite a bit of grease in there anyway, so we just place this in. You can see how cold the mag was. We've got condensation on it. Re-grease the O-ring if you need to. Place this back on. And remember, you go in not the screw side, you go in the non-screw side. And you basically push the pins in. They go in under like just by power of your fingers. And what you want to do is you want to apply pressure to this corner while tapping them in. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to push down on the bench on that corner. And it just compresses this whole bottom plate in and enables you to tap those home. What I'll probably do is just give it a slight tap with a punch just to make sure they're fully seated. And that is the mod done. We can test it just by putting a bit of a squirt of gas in. Listen, make sure there's no leaks, and we're good to go. We can place this part in now, and if you want to just use your fingernail, your thumbnail on there just to pull that so the lever comes out the way, and you can place it onto the little screw mounts. You will have to take this off to get the base plate off. Put the two screws back in the locating holes. Take your little Phillips, tighten these down. They don't have to be like super tight, just literally nip them up. It's not going anywhere. I really do like the design of the magazine. I think they have done a really good job with it. It looks easy to manufacture. And now, with that tubing, it came to roughly about there. So you're utilising, with liquid gas, you're utilising this much space. So all this isn't going to be filled up. Now we've removed it. This might take a while to fill now. And with modded mags, you will have to expend quite a bit of gas or propane to fill them up all the way. But never expel the gas out of a magazine unless you need to. You want to keep them gassed up at all times. This propane tank is running low now. So you can see how much longer it took to fill it up with gas there. This will give you about 2 to 2.5 times more gas capacity compared to the standard setup. And we are good to go. Take your magazine, put it back in the plastic case, and there you have it. That is how to modify your Saiga 12 gas mags. Haven't looked at the long version of the SBS yet, but it will be very much the same thing. I imagine the tube will just be longer and you can just do the exact same method. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this guide was quick and easy to follow. Pop any questions down in the comments below and let me know what you guys think about the SBS. And from me and Bench, as always, we'll see you in the next one.